Hello everyone, welcome to my candle wax melt empties for March. And yes, I have not done a video for quite a while. Just life is happening. No other real excuse than that. I've been up to Owen Sound to see my mom a few times, and if you're not aware, she's like 93 and she lives alone, and we're all at least 2.5, 3 hour drive away. So we still try to get up there as often as possible. So right now there's a mother and daughter team. One is like a PSW, or a personal care worker, and her mom does housekeeping. So they're there every morning, Monday to Friday, and then in the evening we have hired from this nursing company someone to go in the evenings for about an hour and a half to help her get supper ready and get her ready for bed, etc., like that. Just trying to get her dinners ready, and that are just too tiring for her, and getting dressed and undressed, and that's just too difficult. So someone's there in the mornings to get her breakfast and get her lunch ready before they go. There's someone there in the evenings to get her supper ready and get her ready for bed. And then she basically sleeps quite a bit of the afternoon, and then during the night she gets up on her own. So it seems to be working out okay. She's just completely and utterly exhausted all the time. I mean, she's 93, but she has heart disease. One of her valves is not a happy camper. So all her energy is going towards getting that heart to function, and so she's just exhausted all the time, but she's hanging in there. And then Frank had yet another operation on his nasal polyps on Thursday, and I just went this morning with him for the follow-up appointment, and everything looks good. So this has been going on since about 2010, 2011, I think it is. And it took quite a while to get an actual diagnosis. Oh, if you want to skip ahead, go ahead if you don't want to hear me natter. But I think it's kind of interesting, because if you do know someone with asthma, it's kind of interesting thing. It's an uncommon disease, but certainly if you know someone with asthma and this shows up, because the diagnosis took quite a while. But anyway, Frank has AERD, or aspirin exacerbated respiratory disease. So it's not really what you would call an allergic reaction to aspirin. It's the physiological explanation for an allergy to aspirin versus this is just, it's different, but it's not what you would call an allergy. So this particular disease, it's also called Samter's triad, which sounds like a criminal gang from Austria or something, but it's the same thing. So it usually shows up in people in their 30s to 40s. They could be just perfectly fine, and then it all of a sudden comes on very quickly. It does happen in children, but it's very unusual. Basically, I think it's like 0.3 to 0.9% of the entire population can be diagnosed with this. So it's not common at all. So Frank had his first nasal polyp operation, I think back in 2011, and then he had 3 surgeries under this particular surgeon, and it happened every other year. Like they would just start growing, these polyps would just start growing back right away, and his sinus cavities would be absolutely packed with these nasal polyps. So he had trouble breathing, he was short of breath, he could not smell at all, he was congested, snoring, could not sleep, totally exhausted. So he would go to the surgeon, have his operation, they remove the polyps, and you know, another year he would have them. So he had 3 surgeries by this particular surgeon. We're going to the family doctor going, we need to do something to prevent this from happening again. And it took a while to finally find the right group of people who could diagnose this. So that other surgeon retired, luckily, because he never gave him any solutions to prevent it. So we got this other surgeon who said, you need to see an internal medicine fellow, you need to see an allergist. So he had numerous tests, and they finally figured out he had this allergy-induced respiratory disease. So the Samter's triad, so there's 3 things. There is, if you have asthma, Frank had very mild asthma to the point where it just really didn't bother him unless he was in a situation where there's dust flying everywhere or allergy season or what have you. So asthma and nasal polyps, and then taking medicines with aspirin in it, like NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories like Advil, ibuprofen, aspirin, of course. There's many medicines that have aspirin in it. So anyway, he was diagnosed with this after numerous tests. And so he was started on, like, for the rest of his life, he basically has to take about 4 different medications. Once in a while, he'll have to do prednisone. And his last surgery for this was, I think, about 10 years ago. And the polyps grew back again. So what they did was they desensitized Frank to aspirin. So he had, like, initially he was well supervised. He was given like massive doses of aspirin to desensitize his system to this. And then at this point it's like 325 milligrams a day, but he was getting very large doses, and that helps keep the polyps from returning all these different types of medications. And yeah, he basically has to take 4 or 5 medications the rest of his life just to control these nasal polyps, because they'll just start, there's no cure, these nasal polyps will still come back all the time, and it's so uncomfortable. The surgeon said after his last surgery that many of the polyps were the size of the tip of his or the first joint of his thumb and up. That's how large these polyps were, and his sinuses were packed with them. So hopefully, as long as he keeps doing nasal rinses 2 to 4 times a day, he does all these medications, hopefully he won't have another surgery for many years. But it's just quite an interesting thing, because like I said, for some reason his body, I think only 7% of people with asthma actually get this particular Samter's triad. And he's just unfortunately one of those unlucky ones. But if you do have someone with asthma and they're having issues with like nasal polyps and that, just sort of a heads up anyhow. So anyway, are you still with me? But anyway, that's what was happening. And he wasn't feeling great for a couple of days after his surgery. And it was, you're getting old, dear. You're 64. You're getting old. But he had a good checkup today. So yeah, he's had. We were keeping track for a while how many surgeries we each had, and he's up to, I think that's his 11th surgery. Is it 10 or 11? I think 11. And I think I'm at 7. So he's got me beat. But it's a competition that neither of us wants to win. Anyway, all right, candle empties. Not a huge amount. This first one is Sage Wreath by Goose Creek. And I think I'm tempted to keep this because, oh my god, that little squirrel is cute as a button. And, oh, this one doesn't have the scent notes on it, but it was a herbal sage scent, and don't remember any issues with the burn. I'm trying to think if I had to cotton ball this. I can't remember now. And it threw fairly well. I had this in the family room, which needs a pretty strong candle, and I could smell it. It wasn't overwhelming, but I could smell it. So, kind of tempted to get that one again. Oh, all this talk about noses, my nose is starting to run. Just psychological. And this is Sweet Rosemary Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. And this is Fresh Rosemary Sweet Vanilla Cake frosting. So I think I got more of the sweet vanilla scent. There is that, it's not blatantly rosemary, but there's just something else in there to add to the vanilla. But for me, it's not blatantly herbal or anything like that. But I don't know if I'd repurchase it. It was nice. If you like vanilla scents, it's nice. And this is Palo Santo Vanilla. And this is Bath & Body Works also. Now, I think they have just a Palo Santo candle also, which I've burned in the past. So this is Palo Santo Woody Musk and Tonka Bean, which is like the vanilla note. And this was very nice. Definitely would repurchase this one. There is that woodsiness, but it's kind of mixed with the sweet vanilla. It's similar to white birch. It's different. Not white birch. What am I talking about? Vanilla birch. Vanilla birch? Vanilla birch. Birch vanilla? Vanilla birch. God. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Vanilla birch. Anyway, it's similar but different. So if you like vanilla birch, you'd probably like this one also. Oh, it's just that very warm, woodsy scent mixed with the sweet vanilla. It works quite nicely. And I think I had to cotton ball this one. I can see that little black line. That's where I usually have to start cotton balling it. But yeah, I had this in my bedroom, and it filled up my bedroom. Not overpowering, but very comforting, very soothing. I do like my woodsy scents. It's like a warm hug. And, oh, good old... Now, I think the reason I didn't get through too many candles last month was because I'm trying to go through some of my Yankees, and they take a long time to get through. And this one, I didn't really want to use this up, but if it's collecting dust, I'm not enjoying it. And that is Yankee Candle's World Journeys. This is the rolling hills of Ireland, and of course it's St. Patrick's Day in March, and it's starting to get quite green around here finally. And I love the World Journeys candle. There's maybe a couple that didn't burn great or have great throws, but that was only a couple out of, I don't know, maybe 15 different fragrances I've tried from this line. It's just such a good line. 2 wicks, burned itself out, virtually no soot, no issues with the wicks. Just such a fabulous line. I still do have maybe 4 or 5 World Journeys candles left, and yeah, they were just so good. That's when they were making candles the right way. This was a greenery scent. It wasn't overly strong, though the longer Yankee candles sit, I mean, I don't think they lose their scent that much. This is 2017. It did better in a smaller room, but yeah, I'm going to miss this candle. Yeah, I think I bought 2 of the Rolling Hills of Ireland. I don't know if I have one left or I burned it already. I can't quite remember. This is Better Homes and Gardens Kitchen Herb, the wax melt, and I really, really like this one. Purple basil, fennel, wild lavender, sage leaf, mint, and chamomile. So yeah, there's a ton of scent notes on some of these candles and wax melts. The more scent notes, the more confused I get, and I have no clue what I'm getting until I get it. I really enjoy this one. It's strong. It's a fresh herbal greenery scent. Oh, I love this one in the springtime. Hopefully we can open our windows soon. I think tomorrow we can. And just let things air out. I love that scent. And this is Wild Mint and Birch by Goose Creek. And this one, I was hoping there was a little bit more mint in it. It's a natural mint, like go out, stroll out in the woods and pick some mint kind of scent. And I mean, they're a little bit of a woodsy scent. It wasn't overly strong. I could put it in a room and smell it throughout, but you just made it out. I just wish the mint was a little bit stronger with this one. And this is by Ella After Wax. And this is Apothecary. And this is Earl Grey Chamomile Tea, Palo Santo, and Lavender Vanilla. It did have a little bit of a tea kind of scent. I got more like a very soft lavender vanilla. And a little bit of the tea, and it was on the lighter side. This was poured in 2022. I don't have a lot of Vender wax, so I'm not sure if it's just getting too old, or because I know you have to cure it for a while. But anyway, this is Goose Creek Blankets and Snowflakes, and we had a little bit of snow this morning. Then it turned to freezing rain. And now it's like torrentially raining out, so we're just getting a little bit of everything today. Does it have a scent? Oh, I don't have the scent notes on here. But this smells like kind of a very comforting laundry scent. Like a clean cotton laundry scent, but without like the sharpness or brightness. It's very, very cozy. It's kind of a musky laundry kind of scent. Very soothing, very pretty. Yeah, probably a little stronger than a medium, like a 6 or 7 throw. I would repurchase that one. And this is Fusion, which is a sister company of Sensational, and this is Fern. And I found this in Myers down in the States. Oh, this, if you love just bright, fresh greenery scents, that's all this is just bright, fresh green. Oh, I love this one. And it's fairly strong, and yeah, I loaded up on that. Because now with the trade war, I've been down to the States once or twice, and I haven't bought a thing because the trade war, we're only buying Canadian, so hopefully it'll be over. Who knows? And I can buy wax down there again. But anyway, right now, just buying Canadian. This is Sensational's Fallen Leaves. And oh yeah, this is definitely fall. Like, I think there's 1 or 2 cubes left, and I thought, well, I'll just use it up. It's not the fall, but that's fine. Yeah, it's apples and fresh fallen leaves, and oh yeah, it's lovely. I just love this one, and it's strong. It's very strong and long-lasting. And this is Applewood by Sensationals. I don't know if I have another one left. For some reason, odd reason, I think I grabbed a handful of these. And I really, I don't know why I bought that many. It's verging on the clone-y side, and there's like a sharpness to it, and I get more of a kind of a spicy, woodsy scent than the apple. I wouldn't repurchase that one. It's decently strong, but I was just hoping for apples and woods. And this is Apple Bourbon by Goose Creek. This is apple, cinnamon, and bourbon. Yeah, this one's really nice. Kelly from Miss Kelly Mac really likes this one, and yeah, it's so good. There is apple and cinnamon, but there's just another little something added in there just to make it a little bit different than the usual apple cinnamon. But yeah, I did like that one. Probably like a 6 throw, because I think I had it in Frank's office. So it wasn't overly strong for me. This is Sensationals Bubbles. I think this is the second one I've gone through. I really like this in the bathroom. It is bright, fresh, and clean. Oh yeah, there's a kind of an aquatic, sharp aquatic note in there. Oh, I really like this one. It's kind of like a laundry scent in a way. But yeah, it's just bright and fresh and clean. And Meadow Showers. Oh yeah, I got one of these old Yankee candles. This was still fairly strong actually, and God knows how old this thing is. I've always really liked Meadow Showers. It's always been strong in centerpiece cups, wax melts, the candle. I think I have 2 Meadow Showers left in the candles. And everyone says it smells like, oh my God, my brain. Irish Spring. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't bought Irish Spring soap. I can't remember last time I smelled it. I have no clue. But yeah, it's greenery, it's fresh, it's kind of a little bit soapy, I guess you would say. But I've always really liked it. So, and this is Twinkling Lights by Yankee, and this is in their new single wax melts. This one was quite perfumey actually. Like I would wear this as a perfume. It's supposed to be like a Christmassy kind of, it smells like perfume. Very nice perfume. Medium throw. And this is Yankee Candles. Oh, everything keeps falling on me here. Yankee Candles Chocolate Candy Egg. And this does smell like chocolate. I think it was the family room, so it was only about a medium throw, if that. But a smaller room, it would have done fine. It was quite authentic chocolate. And this is by Country Home Candle, which is a wax company here in Canada. And this is Grandma's Kitchen. When I first bought from this company like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, maybe it was 30 years ago, I bought Grandma's Kitchen in their candle. I do remember them being very sooty, but that one threw like a beast. This one, I melted it in the kitchen, and I had to get somewhat close to it to smell it, but it's just a lovely bakery scent. Yeah, it definitely is one of their classics. So, all right. That's it. That is my wax melt empties. I should have some more. Well, I don't know. This time of year, it's when it gets like today, I like the warm, cozy scents. And, you know, on the nicer days, I like the fresh, bright, clean, greenery scents, floral scents, whatever. So I'll probably be going back and forth a little bit still. So who knows? But yes, that's it. Ooh, I got a lot. But, yeah, I'll do a review on the 6 books that I read, and I did buy some more books from Awesome Books, which is a UK site and book outlet and that. So there's some very exciting reads that I did pick up. I wish I was one of those speed readers who could retain things. And because, oh man, there's so many books I want to read right now. So anyway, happy burning in April. And if for some odd reason life gets in the way again, happy Easter to everyone. And everyone take care. Give your loved ones a hug and kiss. And elbows up, Canada. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.